PlayStation 2 was a console that was very near and dear to my heart, and still is. I still actually have my functioning PS2. I very rarely break it out and play, but when I do, I always have a great time, and I'm always reminded just why I loved that console and the games so much. So today I thought we'd go through, I believe I have 7 games that I played, probably more than, well, I'm not sure, maybe more than any games, but certainly 7 of the games that I played the most. And yeah, honestly, they are so near and dear to my heart. I love every single one of them, and hopefully the aim of this video is to induce a little bit of nostalgia for all of you guys as well. So with that said, if you enjoy, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing. But apart from that, let's get straight into it. So the first game we have is actually the sort of Cars movie PS2 game. Now this is I don't know, it's one of those games where it's difficult to explain to other people who haven't played it why you like it so much. But yeah, it's just one of those games. It's basically a game where you sort of loosely play through the story of the movie Cars, which is one of my favourite Pixar movies, purely by virtue of the fact that I had a Cars DVD as a kid, and I was maybe 8 when this movie came out. So I watched that DVD so many times. I could tell you the plot of Cars inside out. I could even quote most of it, I think, still. I haven't watched it for years, but still I think I could quote that movie very well. So, and this game is just yeah, basically a run through of some of the story elements, and I actually think it's a pretty good game. I do remember some of the racing to be pretty good, and some of the missions to be quite fun. So let's have a little read of the back. So it says here, jump into the fast lane, burn rubber in over 30 races and mini games, make your friends eat dust in multiplayer mode. I don't think I ever played the multiplayer mode, just because I have a feeling I didn't have Wi-Fi until the very end of me playing my PS2, and by then I think I'd already got a PS3, so I didn't really have much reason to. Make your friends eat dust in multiplayer mode, speed to the finish line with over 10 playable characters. I do remember that. You could play as multiple people. I think you could play as, I don't know if I can remember, Lightning, Mater, Sally, the King, this guy, whatever his name was, Chick Hicks, I think you could play as. So yeah, it was honestly such a fun game, in my opinion, and explore the open world of Radiator Springs. So yeah, it actually was, outside of missions, it was an open world game, and you had missions where you would try and outrun the police officer. You had races in the oval tracks, which were like multiple lap races, and sometimes you had to like start from the back and work your way through. And yeah, as I say, it's one of those games where it's very difficult to explain why you like it so much, but I suppose everybody has those games, right, where they just don't really know why they like it so much, but it's such a classic to them that they can't deny that they do. Hang on a minute, let me just get one of the other boxes, and let's see if we can get some nice sounds out of this box quickly. Yeah, that's not bad. It's sort of like a hollowy type sound. We'll see if we can get some more later on, but I don't actually know. Let me check if I have a feeling most of these boxes don't have the discs in them. Yeah, I thought so. Doesn't have the of this THQ, I don't know, club, I guess. Is it a club or a congregation? Okay, let's put that back in there. Okay, right. So, sorry about that. A little bit of a wire in the way. Okay, so we'll move on. Now this one I think will be more nostalgic for more people than Cars perhaps was. What a game this was. Look at that, 3 for £10. Or £3.99, £3.99. A different time, my friends. A different time, honestly. Need for Speed Carbon, what a game. Ideally I would have got Need for Speed Most Wanted, but I couldn't find it. It's in the house somewhere, but in my big box of PlayStation 2 games, of which there's maybe about 100 in there, I couldn't find Most Wanted, but Carbon was there, and I think Carbon's the one directly after Most Wanted, right, in the story. So, yeah, I thought this might be, wow. See, even looking at these boxes for me is so nostalgic, because I used to love these games so much. Okay, let's have a little read of here. So, the battle for the city is won in the canyon. Let's move it closer a little bit. Survive the canyon. Take your skill and nerve to the edge in the all-new canyon duel. The city is yours for the taking. Race to control the city block by block, taking down your fiercest rivals on their turf. Revolutionary new auto-sculpt trademarked. I don't think that ever caught on. Customize your dream car by endlessly sculpting its body parts for unlimited personalization. Very cool. Represent a class, affiliate with the tuner, muscle, or exotic car classes, and prove who makes the best wheels. And then finally, build your crew. Recruit an unbeatable crew and use them on the road and in your carriage to win races. Oh, so cool, man. So cool. So I believe Need for Speed Carbon is the one that begins with a car chase, right? When you're in the BMW from Most Wanted, and I think you get caught, and then you have to. Is this the one where you have to work with the police? I can't remember. But man, I used to love the Need for Speed games so much. I think the 3 that I played the most were Most Wanted, this one, Carbon, and if anyone remembers Need for Speed Pro Street, it was more of a circuit type Need for Speed rather than on the streets, but I used to really enjoy that. And yeah, and then on the PS3 I used to play Need for Speed Shift quite a lot as well. But yeah, 12 plus, there was a little bit of, I think there was a little bit of like a romantic sort of story in some of these, and if you used to remember the Need for Speed like cutscenes, they were iconic. I did also want to find Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2 because I have both of those, but again, like Most Wanted, I can't find them sadly, so yeah, that was unfortunate, but I definitely have Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2. But yeah, by the sounds of it, the disc is inside this one, so let's crack it. Oh yeah, okay, so we have no sort of manual. But yeah, Need for Speed Carbon, there it is. And I think let's have a quick look at the condition. It should not be too bad. Okay, never mind. It's pretty beaten up, but I think it probably would still work. I don't think there's any nicks around the edges, as long as the scratches are on the inside and not on the edge. I think mostly that means they're okay. But wow, yeah, what a game, Need for Speed Carbon. Okay, let's move on. Now this is another one, personal favourite. Maybe not everyone remembers this game, but man, oh man, did I used to love this game. Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. It's basically just a skating game, sort of a bit like Tony Hawk and, oh god, what was the other one? Skate, the skate games. But you played as Disney characters in stages set in the Disney universe, so you could play as this game so much. This is so nostalgic for me. So, skate like a pro. Hop on your skateboard and zoom through Pizza Planet as Buzz Lightyear, jam across Pride Rock as Simba, or catch Big Jungle Air as young Tarzan. Plus, create your own skater and find the magic doorways to grind and shred from the real world into movie worlds. And then, if we look down here, skate as 12 different characters from Disney, Pixar's Toy Story 2, Disney's Lion King, or Disney's Tarzan. Create endless combinations of cool skaters. Choose from tons of boards, clothing, hairstyles, and gear. Use the power of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 game engine. There you go. So it's the same engine to pull off trick combos just like the pros. Complete adventure goals to unlock new characters and levels. Plus compete against friends in split screen 2-player mode. Wow. I know for a fact that this one doesn't have the disc in, sadly. Let's see if there is a... there is. Hello. And we have this. What is this? Oh, it's just Activision's. Okay. It's product registration card. Wow. Okay, wow. Parliament House in Slough. Very interesting. So yeah, I'm guessing this is just a manual on how to... Yeah, wow. That's awesome. We don't have time to go through all of that. But man, I used to love this game so much. And I think I unlocked every character. I have a feeling this was one of the games that I played quite a lot of. The sad thing about PS2 is that you also obviously have to have your memory cards. And I don't think I have most of my memory cards. So that is quite sad. But yeah, man, I love this game so much. And again, one of those games that maybe not everyone's seen or played, but I used to love it. Now, the next one, another bit of a personal favourite of mine, Formula 1 2001. I could have picked any one of maybe 6 Formula 1 games to choose here, but apologies, I think this one here, 2001, was probably the one I played the most. And you can see here, look, the old style ELSPA sort of, you know, age. Man, oh man, I played this game so much as a kid. Officially licensed product of the 2001 FIA Formula 1 World Championship, licensed by Formula 1 Administration Limited. So you get the full season 2001 driver and team lineup, 2-player split screen racing, enhanced car damage, realistic collisions, punches and blowouts. The car damage on this game was actually very good for its time. Official commentary from TV's Murray Walker, rest in peace Murray Walker, and Martin Brundle. And wow, look at them there, so much younger. Yeah, this game ate up many of my hours as a child, and I used to love it. As I say, the damage engine was great for the time, and yeah, it was one of the main reasons why I initially got into Formula 1, and I still am a Formula 1 fan. So drop down below if any of you guys are Formula 1 fans. Who is your favourite driver or team? I think if I had to choose currently, I'd say my team. My favourite team is probably McLaren, and I have a few. I like both Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, and I don't know. There's a lot of drivers I like, to be honest. I'm not going to get into the Max Verstappen Lewis Hamilton debate now because I can get a bit hairy after last year. But yeah, as I say, Formula 1 2001. I used to love this game. Fantastic game. Now this one. Wow, what a game. Wow, what a game. PlayStation 2, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 05. Now I think 04 was maybe the one that's most famous, but 05 was my favourite. I've completed this this game 100%. And wow. There's so much riding on here, as you can see. Challenge Tiger Woods on your terms. 8 new courses to conquer. Put on your best EA Sports game face. Take on legends like Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Proof your course. Tiger Proofing. Create a course even Tiger Woods will fear. Lengthen with lengthier tiger tees, narrowed fairways, sculpted greens, massive bunkers, deep rough, and much more. Wow. This game was amazing, and as I say, I've 100% completed this game because, well, I had no life as a child. And, yeah, wow, so many memories. I used to play this game with my dad when I was, well, I can't have been more than 7 years old, 8 years old when I first started playing. And this is one of the games. I actually have a PlayStation 2 emulator on my PC, and this is one of, I think, 3 games that I have on that I actually still play, fairly regularly. And yeah, I just love this game so much. I'm a huge golf fan. I play golf. I've played golf for a long time, and so to me this is like a part of history. It's a culture, there are some decent golf games out there now, but I think these games, the sort of Tiger Woods 03 to 07 or 08, they were the best, and I don't think they'll ever be topped because, yeah, it was a moment in time. It was a piece of history. It was one of those sort of things, a bit like some of the old FIFA games and some old racing games. I just don't think they'll ever be topped because it was such a perfect storm. Like, Tiger Woods was one of the biggest athletes on the planet, and everyone wanted to be him, and then to have him on the face of the game and the game be fantastic. It's just a perfect storm. So yeah, amazing. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 05. I don't think that the disc will be inside it. No. But the manual's still there, all completely intact. Oh, look at that as well. Memory card holders. Oh man, I miss these days. I really do. Simpler times. Okay, now we'll go over these last 2 together because they are very similar. Gran Turismo 4 and Gran Turismo 3. I think Gran Turismo 4, for my money, is my favourite video game of all time. It's certainly the one I've put the most, well, maybe not the most hours into. I think maybe some games when I was in my mid-teens I maybe put more hours into, but in terms of emotional investment, for sure, Gran Turismo 4 was my favourite. 3 was slightly before my time. I think 3 was released in 2001, and I was only like 2 then, so slightly before my time. But GT4 was 2005, I believe, in Europe. So I was about 6, 7, and I got into Gran Turismo. I sadly, I have 5 and 6 as well. I sadly can't get 7 because I don't have a PS4 or 5. I desperately would want to get it, but sadly can't at the moment. But hopefully in the future I can fund a PS5 and Gran Turismo 7 and maybe even a wheel, because I used to have a wheel for this game. It was a Lotus wheel, and it was, yeah, wow, amazing. So let's have a look at the back of the boxes. Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator. And wow, just looking at the backs of these boxes is so nostalgic. I think this game maybe had something like 300-400 cars. GT7 had 700 cars. I think Gran Turismo 5 may have had the most. I think Gran Turismo 5 had about 1,000 cars. But yeah, let's have a read of this. So, unrivaled realism, amazing graphics and brand new features, plus all the cars you've ever dreamt about. Proceed into driving heaven. An incredible variety of vehicles, from classics to ultra-modern supercars, each with realistic handling and dynamics. Famous locations locations and tracks that look so good you'll stop to enjoy the view. Huge single-player challenge, win races, earn money and become a GT Pro. Or play split-screen head-to-head or 6-player races across a local area network. Set up your car. Let's have a look here. Set up your car. Plot pit stop strategies and instruct your driver as race manager in B-Spec mode. New photo mode, take unique pictures of your cars. From traction control to nitrous oxide boost, tune vehicles with the latest automotive technology. Make your car easier to drive or outrageously fast. I was definitely this outrageously fast. I don't think I ever looked up a guide on how to tune properly. I was just like, okay, let's put more power in these cars and see how fast I can go. But I guess that's the beauty of being young, isn't it? And the back of this one is just all of the manufacturers of cars and some other partners like Michelin. There's a tyre company, obviously. Texaco are oil fuel company. But yeah, Sanavi, Yokohama, Volkswagen, Valvoline, TVR. Wow. Amazing, honestly. This is so nostalgic for me. And yeah, I love these games probably more than any others. I think the Gran Turismo series is the one that's like the nearest and dearest to my heart. But yeah, with all that said, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that I could have taken you on a little bit of a nostalgia trip, I guess. And I really hope you've enjoyed this, because I certainly have. It's been very, very nice and relaxing for me to just go back and reminisce about some of the memories on these games. But with that said, if you made it this far, as always, thank you ever so much. The support on the last few videos has been fantastic. It's been so, so good. And I'm truly and honestly so thankful. But as I said,